no kono pepepe ye pejai mu wa hanum se braso se ye to en common so a nimnyafo adu asare atna se kane no na oye mashibedwa dental impeso aso oye deputy director in charge of special duties or NDC amanyoko no as ye kasai sanso na aye deputy minister of information Pius Enam Hajide so atna se wanum se menfo mu nyina kwaba me je de se bibia e kama why o mop up we most mop up we electoral commission ye we bibia kwa kama
wahwefo no pe mutia Enam Hajide ne wankasa say koyie bibia ko pepepe even though issues say no there no matter what after an exercise like this as a CATV transfer say in the first place the chassis no kra na faso also say the chassis and say bibia dey ababe do no how have we progressed vis-a-vis bibia na yewo any bibia ababe do whether it was even necessary at all say results are churning out from this whole thing, you know. It goes to buttress the views are now electoral commission nikura ahead of the registration, you know, the new registration, you know, whether or not those views they held before, no, anything besides those views have been achieved. You know, these are all issues I'm saying they will come up for discussion in subsequent year as we get along, you know, because it's early days yet and exercise no end the year. After now, more figures, no details near the baba. We are in the next few weeks, no, yeah, baba year exhibition. Now you're here near double registration in Yamanema, almost here Bemua. How it will affect the numbers and then you so it's early days yet. As at now, numbers are do any Nema the Biaka corner for some of us. I think it will be too early for us to draw conclusions. But I believe, say, as we keep having results and access that information available to us, we will take them one by one and we will analyze them as they are.
So, well, just like Wakano, okay, even though hiccups kakra, Banda, Doma, Volta region, snipers, BCC, but still whatever it is.
Well, overall, the Ghanaian population is a peace-loving one. For that matter, MPP for ni almost for the first time in this country, almost decided say almost create tension by sending soldiers to certain areas. Because in my 50-something years in life,
you've not seen it.
Who be here to say that I have participated in quite a number of registration exercises, and we a big novelty in who be that, and who what would have brought about such a all of a sudden, you know. Maybe they would have to give us reasons, because as of now, no, the Omodia took one say COVID, say the soldiers, the police, and all those other tags they used to know. Omoni have defeated that COVID excuse. The excuse they claim say
was COVID.
Yeah, COVID. No, Omoni came to. Exactly. You understand? So probably they might have to come with some other explanation, because if you hear from civil society organizations, Catholic bishops, Christian council, and all this other stuff, they all want to know why all of a sudden things like this have become part and parcel of our regular.
Maybe I will tell you you're on top of information. As a party, also representing your office representing Ghana's interest. This is the electoral commission among 2 years. Are you peaceful as expected? Na bibia de na kwa.
Omanyene me da se ne de kama me enchia ona me nchia me nwa pani ene yahwefo nyina na asida piesie na wose yede ma otwedi ampa bebia ode ya bedrunie na yede asida so ede ama electoral commission adapetwa atemdidie nia emfata yaka efa ora yire jinmensa ene na pam form yedwuma ewo electoral commission nyina no afi de obi ehun se nyesa na mame no ene commissioners no anase commission no nye temopobone bia ene wo motrimu wo mo edwuma no I justify bibia omo kan ye bia na we share the levels of transparency, we share the levels of professional organization of Edintra Yatre, even in the midst of Adibia Amba we are said da miminti humpenyin semuda a friend of COVID-19. So we share even in the midst of COVID-19 a Juma Electoral Commission boa ube hun se sebi o omo ana omo twa dapa edi omatem e kan semu a eni
even in the midst of unparalleled military presence the definition for who a Ghanaian is
Mebaho me say dentre na nkasa so we share say na ya ye organization no coupled with that regular updates ye trade in wie the total number ne odi guarantee ebe ye ne odi passport ebe ye ni nasefo. So we share the levels of transparency, we share the levels of professionalism exhibited there. Me who be da. Enye sebi we saw it, we liked it, and we changed it, you know. Enye sa suni ban bi ena me who wo electoral commission ho. So say obi ebe kwa free meeting. Now wa matching orders, instructions. Mundi electoral commission and peace council muncho mudapa ni nasefo no. They have all now been exposed to say ade no se bi no mu nigi na so bia e na no mo ye. Number 2 menu apenyi kasa no wo se onhu da se yabakosemu yetumi deploy soldiers on asrafo onhu da se yetumi deploy especially along our border post eyemi nwanwa kakra na our history is replete with such occurrences ya. In fact, answer na ye be share a dinchonase no. Na ye di kan a deploy asrafo along our borderlines, especially.
Was it dinchonase borderlines? There's a clear difference between. Na se bambo shrunku share shrunku aban di ba esan se.
Wofa uche woni wan.
Emebo. Bambo shrunku aban di ba ese. Esan yade a abesa amansan ko no. Obi nko na obi aba. Ka na ni bie na obeka se onti bambo we ase.
No,
perfect.
And I make a say, which way would do I?
The comic room, the coach room,
but of course, I will have for Kenya, Naso Janine Janawa. And no credit back up. Maybe I make a try, me try me deal with Volta. Baby, I try me dinner so Janibian. And I'm matching police stations, baby, me who so Janibia or baby. And no credit back up. And I may just say, will be a catcher and pay say, or no, or share. Na bra boase wa ba manyosemu ema ya kwako yedwuma ewo omampanyin ahye ye as special advisor we nyina mu no hu se yetumi deploy soldiers to secure our interest here me ayemi na kakra because evidence is abundant e say yetumi yesa na me kire say answer na edintre beba no yeti say terrorism acts on our boundaries no ya peja yesuma asrafo ema wo mu ekoye that time no na ye nyanye esi nyina ye mpo se ye beba be trading na eno so enu eche no COVID-19 aba nkrofo edi COVID no edi wura ye mamu enti aba to onte no ye nuano mo ndisi fo se ye mfa ye nsache ye demrefemu nam se wo mu de abato eni tumi ene hia wo mu nte no Ghana for apomu didie yentu hana mombia yenja
but that's not the understanding of the former president Udi NDC was see Akufo-Addo government has put Ghana on a slippery slope of chaos. This is the former president. Former President John Mahama says the actions of the Akufo-Addo government has put Ghana on a slippery slope of chaos. He said the NDC will work to unite the country and ensure that things are brought back to normal. That is dangerous. It means where we find ourselves now, through too much. This is a former president who's been in charge of all security agencies talking. And then I continue. The former president says some of the comments by leading members of the Akufo-Addo government and the deployment of the military to some border communities smack of deliberate attempts to divide the country. The way things are going, we see vigilantes, thugs, and intimidation and harassment. We are on a slippery slope towards chaos, and we need to arrest that. We will bring things to normal. Never before have I witnessed a situation where we have become so disunited. In all governments I have seen, every leadership makes an effort to bring us together. Unfortunately, I see signs of cracks in the unity and oneness of our nation, and it looks like this current administration is deliberately fueling that. Utterances of some of the leading members of the ruling party have been most unfortunate, and this is.
I'm compelled to restrain myself. No,
there's nothing like restraint. The ones that you agree.
Words ni bia wo use no bloody liars ni na say for. I am constrained to respond to the office of the former president, not the flag bearer of the NDC, because in all Canada e yamanyosem e na oka, because asem oka no baku say po enimu eye nokre baku say maybe say
when he continues to say that reported incidents of military intimidation and physically challenging people's nationality and preventing them from registering for the Electoral Commission's voters' ID card, and it's pointing to the actions of the government to declare some persons as non-Ghanaians. This is the former president. But this is the former president talking.
And I may say, we know a amanyo sem no kreba ku say enimu. Ayo bi a we desperate a operate to me. Bibia obeka bia no say nukure o say nya nukure o feel say enu na meka e be ma nkrofo ato aba ma me na o ka
because when you say a former president enkasa just like that.
Oh, then we dey waka na just like that. Ngina so bia ne hona waka.
But
can say for instance or say comments by some leading members of government. One boni pa ba ko krombo undi. Why leading member ben e na oka de waka de tra wako to me pray. Me bisa o say ko tre wodin wa hifa. Ukaye me bisa se wonya so ohun soja wa ha there be me bebia me ko twere me din eye border constituency Ketunof eye border constituency ye team po se akukọ ba akukura no problem about Ketu South Ketunof even Ketu South you are omodi division de ko ho e ko kan eye press conference o national regional organizer regional chairman e ko ball Professor Japan our vice chancellor of U House I say no ya ho nti wonhwe yie ewo obi man so as though ye free voter ye ni nkrofo man so me tell me ya ni me on cry for success so but otumi nya kokudro ebo obi din kura ka kire ni pa say onhwe yie na onu oya ho ewa ha and this for sponsors are Mr. Mahama anka ho asembia enti say obi ye division na this for na ye division NDC for na ye division na me ye me himpa ni say a ban umpuntu dia NDC omo nkai Volta region for over from 1992 region ya to aba e dia ma NDC sa ubisa say dia na NDC for ya ye count on the finger cry answer me finger is 5 in answer but a baba to nkran dia afi dia entina one of the leading members of the NDC Mr. Nana Bodakwi describe said they should stop showing fake love to the Volta region. Now we mo anya dobi no momo woma yen ya igbefo no abato se do abato bread na o ma ba ho e na esi won say Volta region abato na ya kwakoto no onim say one of the constituencies are register chen obia Ketu South onim sa but mo say you say Ketu South o ye makwa so mo be trading wo ho na ye say o mo ye Togofo yen kan be bia dasa yen nyina agi ato mo say
ba minister unti say nipa bi no me Ghana for adehye they've been genuinely resisted in the attempt to write their names. Until
now, so we see obi a genuine Ghanaian. In Shisha wo say, Mimi susu say, unni kwan say, ube trading, ebi ni say, ebi a undi 18 years. Ebi a wajemu endo. Anasa unye Ghanania. Me to me challenge. Me challenge wa, enu nchire say ni amaka fa hono eye no kre. There's a process I able to me go through. Now so one make you case. Some make you case.
Go through process now where who delay money abetchun. But we have a lot of reported incidents. Minister of Information, Deputy, don't let us gloss. But as a sort of baby out, you know that these matters are up.
No,
you cannot deny the fact.
Say what to Impo, I will grant it to you, sir. Say you were one or two, and you need aye trading yabakosem. And I'm suggesting to you, and will be a kind of credit, say the situation you are describing to me today. And yadia ebia being seed da and yabakosem. Me say yadia being seed da and yabakosem. Sempo bibi says ya. Yema training for our agents say who say obi ejina line no mo oba be train the on your Ghana ni no. There is the challenge form I was able to me feeling. Nti who obi na say obey obi say eh masa wo no wo Ghana ni nti wo be trade dia me challenge o. Na nipa na kasa free line no mo kwa. I don't see anything wrong with that. But the picture that is being painted here by Mr. Mahama is entirely just is still only in his mind. Say you can say or no see Brofonibia or can say we are on a slippery rope of division,
chaos,
and chaos,
disunity.
Ewa hifa. Tama ye try nipa awa goglushi. Awoti Flagstaff House. No na unity no.
It's a bribia de
so but the point is that
we want to improve the situation.
Yes, so you making progress here. And then you train nipa awa goglushi. And then you kun krofo ewo your friend is saying by elections up north. And then asifo. So we are making progress. Say asemu sikra ye 200 among yeti ayawa so west wagonti ye onu na pension ye si na oye de organization de dem fremu e de ni teacher anyamu say ostrich wanti boni bia wan hu boni bia na na rodi e ba ye what commission of inquiry ama obia hu say ye 200 among commission so emma recommendations bebre wo ho ye de ayadwuma a lot of reforms, yes. A lot of reforms are here. Recommendations of the Commission of Inquiry. Ye di aye juma. Ebi wo ho a ye ngia antomo enti yamfa anye juma. Sana eba no bebre Commission of Inquiry is bebre aba sana ye no. But I'm saying that wo ka say tisabi wo na wo ye kwatrikwa e wo sasemi mu mu na obeka kire say wo be ma obi ntuma. Wo apenso ndema nyina esi a wantumi ntu ho na mo kura anye hwe. Womumu a woye kwatikwa no na hwe aso Mr. Mahane o kan de me dem feel say mami kan bi nche one minute mami kan bi nche efa how the people of Ghana perceive Mr. Mahama say what can asem of late ya how people perceive him. He's inconsistent on kanokre or sisana no or ye opportunistic politician. June 11th 2018, John Mahama leads campaign to reject Ghana cards. Eno City online. Then, July 13th, 2019, ex-Mahama and wife grab Ghana card. Complete U10. Now, I will create 1 million jobs by the end of my first term. Ono okanunanu ya July 28th, 2020. Now listen to this. I'm not a magician. John Mahama tells unemployed graduates, 2016. And then they obey a magician until he create jobs. 2016, they're on your magician.
Okay,
teacher training allowances won't be restored, even if it costs me the election. Mahama, 2016. Mahama, 2020. I will maintain allowances for training teachers necessary for a win election. John Mahama, 2016. Free SHS would collapse Ghana's education. John Mahama, 2020. I brought free SHS Mahama claims.
But then from so if you sit back and reflect and think that maybe what is wrong with that?
You see, it is only a fool who doesn't change his mind.
But what's wrong with that?
Say you no ye dumadia. And the yenya krado say you two abanuma Mr. John Mahama wie. Na wo san sisa na adwene a. Ye na ya ja to say obetumi nipa betumi asesa na adwene. Ye to me two aba emma obi a onu no wo sorry na wo say masisa ma adwene. Etina masisa ma adwene. Wo two aba ma no na wo san sisa na adwene.
My offensive that say. What would I say? The name of party candy for ye na kan ye mampanyin aka say o man no baby e nam na trudodo say ahweyi ambema nsusuaso enye papa
mahene em say anopay wetifo a ene omo ehwe omo ho bedwiri omo kakra because sa ahantan suban we yenhwe na yenfanto nchayo na Ghana for ne tuaeka as politicians especially deputy minister Ghana for taxpayers and the tuaeka it is ahantan kasa sa no fine kwechiri what I say because as someone see Ghana for you know, videos so or my moon up and down. Yeah, who be? You need to be. Ye crano. What dear? Can't say, oh, Bakumi and Numi and Sabisi. Namon says, see ya. And Yana Quanso no. And yes, I'm Ancestor Bano. But and your baby, there you pan some media. Ebia omo anko ya mono and I say bibi kan omo a anka emfata na ense no aban we you can say we apologize and ask because a state program what you say and you want state no the car say yembesa lan anka nobody will go and kill to go and register and be beaten. On mine and Hashisha say, you need this card before you can vote. You will not share and say, Yanko. Obiati be fear no dinner, Diana, so yen a juma. Why never quack was salame abono? Tiwako, that's a bambo for aqua. It seemed to be a bemua. As a government official, yours is to accept the responsibility of the state.
Nothing to so bemua.
Okay.
Number one.
Yes, I was a woman there. And I said, was said the way. And for me, it doesn't also show, it marks of a leader that doesn't have only on top of issues because in Nema, of course, then you have no business being a leader. Because this is rife all over. International media create yibi. What you say? As we sit here, Cooper, who is deputy minister, called the Carter Center in Atlanta. The be almost say, I want to videos of these issues or Bandani other places. You are a deputy minister. Go and check. Carter Center, Atlanta. What you say? Yes, we are Ghanaians, and they may have question and fataying. It's not nice, it is despicable.
But to deputy minister, more over exaggerating a sensationalism too much. And I'm going to say, if say, Ghana, you know, carbon more truding. Now, me about Kumian and 9B. If you shall show be any papacy, how do we sum up and say, baby, and I'm not try to the sense, it's as a me about Kumian and maybe after for Monty. Or mine my own. O man papa muna babros. O man munu ya hwe ya baby e because ye kodichibu. How? Why do we do that?
O see me ya say or no particular minister to fortunately or no so cited so ye Aigbeni. Okay, earlier on in his submission. Yeah. And yet also who said ni nuanom Aigbefo. Also maybe okoto aba no. It doesn't matter say if you are okay it doesn't mean everybody is okay. What I say? Others went. They were blocked. Soldier for block who almost saw your mom.
Where you from? And
Do you understand? And for me, you can choose to lie. It's your business. You can choose to lie. It's your business.
What would be the basis for say moving through the say on your Ghanaian and I say
Master, this thing was on camera. We all heard them. Chiefs and him full. When was that area, and it's on video.
It's not true.
Oh,
okay.
you see, Omahine, last week, Monday, I was with you in this studio. The former MP for
Benjamin Aye
was here. When he video her, Mr. When he video her, which videos did you show? Channel. Don't let me look like a liar.
Violence.
Don't let me look like a liar in front of you.
No. But you are making a point. Mr. Omar can make you point.
Yes, but I want you to tell him, sir, those videos were shown on your platform. And I mean that exaggerating. That's the point I want you to make to him. So you showed the video.
Man in progress.
Okay. And Ghanaians watched the video. Yeah. And they saw people being prevented. Soldier for armor, anti-aircraft vehicle. What do you friend anti-aircraft? They say, well, who anti-aircraft and artillery? Well, who?
Oh, was that you? Weapon of mass destruction.
And now weapon of mass anti-aircraft.
Maybe I'm okay. Please go on. This is your name.
Anti-aircraft. I know what anti-aircraft is.
I lack that knowledge. What number is pay?
You friend anti-aircraft. Me a soldier.
The aircraft in
maybe you don't also know what he's talking about.
Me anti-aircraft.
That's exactly my point.
And they see what? And now they are block who coin. What is it?
Can't no much to now.
Yeah, can't say.
To us and anti-aircraft.
And you see so.
Yeah.
That's right. You see, and for me, that is the sad part. As if Ghana was at war. What was it? A whole truck. Truck afa nipa. E dey no call. Me a block kwan. Omo mo ko tro mudi. That's all. Meanwhile, CI 126 and 125.
Talks about say Ghana ni bia ho kwan say.
Ghana ni kura na so ba. Kwan ya e dey fat so e dey challenge. You challenge the person. Say who challenging now who saw Ghana ni, then the laws of Ghana will deal with the person. Yankasa soldier for enko block omo kwan so and prevent them from getting to the perimeters of the electoral.
On this specific incident, I want to say beyond Timasi, and as you know, there as agreed between parties, there was an agreement between the parties that A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
Which is what?
Which one is that no basing? Again, none of the MPs or the political parties should ensure somebody.
Which one did the people flout?
The basing.
Which of them did the people flout?
The agreement was that there shouldn't be any
Which of those did the people flout? You tell me.
The agreement was that what the letter I read. Say, "No one say your funny padu do boom." Let's not be, excuse my language, stupid this morning in this country. Let's not be stupid, excuse my language, in this country. Say, Obi, free Ababedu and Afuedu Usuanono. That's our call registration center. That's a truck. Kia truck. HM. Ebia, oh, mommy lift me call that's a Ufana, Wabasino. Let me make his point.
Ufana, not just a Wabasino. The basin, as I understand,
it's a deliberate attempt.
And they say, Wakwako Bob Grafano as an MP, and I say a party organizer. Now say, Mumbesimi and Co. You have no such evidence. Oh my God. These are people who have said, some of them even said, they came for hospital or hospital. Register. They should walk. They should walk. Who walk about Nanti? If you fear at the call, yes. You walk from Accra to Ketunos because I mean, please, what kind of common sense is this?
Do you disagree to that approach?
What kind of common sense is this? Say, no, dear, you cannot pick a car from Insuonano to where the voting center is. Wow. But would you bet me a car at Land Cruiser, register? What kind of Ghana are we in? That's like I say, we are pushing Ghana backwards, sir. You say, one tears here. Huh? You are pushing Ghana on the slopes of a year. You say, one slippery a year. You see, you don't understand. How else would you understand? Because you have closed your ears, closed your eyes. You don't see anything good.
Okay, so across the length and breadth of the country, inching to over 30 million people, registration targeted at 12, 13 million. Now we are hitting 15 or 16.
Sanity.
Yeah. So incidents happen across Ghana. If you are marking Ghana as one unit force, Obama is saying,
please, this whole thing was supposed to be 100%.
That's all nobody does. Sorry. You have never achieved 100%.
Excuse me. When you had the Electoral Commission, when we're raising issues like this before the elections, then I'm catch it. So why are you asking me this question?
100% is not achievable. So you are an experienced businessman, experienced politician, and 100% is not achievable in matters of this sort.
Right. So when we are talking about it, we should shut up.
No, I'm saying you're modern as on mine in this registration exercise on a scale of 0 to 10, as a person, not even as a party member. Obviously, Ghana hiding.
What I'm asking you is, where have we gotten to? Apart from say, I will pass registered him. Tell me what the difference would have been. Tell me.
Okay.
Yet me a free pass registered him. Tell me what the difference would have been. We would have been where we are. Because numbers here, you say, service. You say, if you look at the friends,
figures
the figures. But you can tell, say, musical chairs. I'll move from a year back, but now urban centers. Then, if you do the total summation now, you realize that we are back at the same square. Just that voter region for Bibre are migrating to some places. Maybe Ashanti for so are migrating to certain parts of it. But you put all together and you realize we are back at the same square. We've wasted money for new equipment for nothing. We've wasted time.
We are back to that conversation.
Oh yes. Now then I back. You see, Nkrobe na ya samba. Card na ya na and one ekuta.
But an improved version.
What improved?
Is it because of say in your media go?
What improved? Are you telling me sir what who said Ivorians, Yachi Ivorians be?
Of course.
But
what and we can the catcher.
It tells you, say, you see, when you create more unnecessary, you should not say these people they live with you. Do you understand? I thought said there wouldn't be one foreign name in this election. Oh yes, because that's what they told us. I don't think I'm going for soldier for
government, political parties do their bit in restraining people who are not Ghanaians.
Listen.
From getting access to.
That was what they told us. That the other one was rife with foreign. So now, if you still have one that has foreign names, what have you done? What have you achieved?
Okay. All right.
What have you achieved?
Just wrap up on this one.
Mr. Me kasa no. Ahantem bi anim. Na
no, I no body was say one was say person be kasa. What who dey koso, what dey koso. What bu ndu egu asum.
Dabi, me bu ndu egu masum. No kra bi a ho na maka che. Na ya mpase Ghana for na tua me say meka. But Ghana for na tua Mr. Mahama. Ghana for tua neka. And the standards ya do honorable do estate mame no. On set that same standard for Mr. Mahama. And then they say no kra wo ho no yenka no kra no. Say ye beka say asemesi wo banda. Asemesi e wo Doma West. And I say Messi ewo Kaswa. And Ghana is on a slippery rope to chaos. How can any serious-minded analyst take that serious? Say Ghana, Kenya, na trading 3 constituencies. Yes, yes, Messi. Impoyen fa ba kunka ho. Ana me nu mponka ho. Imagine me 2 na media kan me baby free ba. But the major issues ya banda. Any enra.
That's also one thing.
But I've said this here.
You said you didn't hear.
But
now you heard
how can any serious person look at these 2 issues or 3 issues, or even let's exaggerate to even 10 issues? Now, former president here, we see in Santo Abamao. Now we see because of this, no, there is division.
It depends on the magnitude of the incident.
But that's what I'm saying. I've just given you the magnitude of the incidences. Even all Kasanukrano, not enra the Yansi. And effectively, he was looking at what? To make this hundious comment here, he was looking at what? Let's tell truth to power. And that includes Mr. Mahama. So we'll try and try. After I see video, I yanti kromoha. Me no remember this for a video. Omunko free diplomatic community. I was so the NC here. Omunko try video. A free international community. A catcher international community say that was happening at I was so West Wagon. Honorable Edwasari, that should teach you a lesson. Say, any video be na obe hua. Odibe analysis. Video na muko.
Please confirm to him.
That should teach you a lesson.
No, ask him.
Me see that video should teach you a lesson. Say, any video be na obe hua.
To all of us. Any info be able to social media.
No.
There's no exposure. You are helping all of us. He raises an issue based on Mimi program. Never change.
And you program.
But you are cautioning all of us.
No.
Me as a journalist. Debbie, I can't know all. You are cautioning all of us. On no before says every Mimi ha. It is beyond the washer wahana. You to me say currently during the registration exercise. Ubet masa caution say. Be careful. That no person will call
because on no nehiasa we no. Oka ohini bi asem. Me ohini mi call ni na o me call ni na so o church me trap. O togi fiti an Canada say na ye di soldier for aba o mu preventing crofo from registering. Was see first o man born amane. I went to him. I went to the Mimi corner.
Open now, Boaman, and you public, you know. That's what we are working with.
This is what he said.
But he cannot comment.
But this is what he said in public.
What did he say?
That young country, no. And number 2.
He didn't say that in public.
Maybe a free school, every Togo, or Bagana. So he was complaining about a choir soldier for no Eddie Yewomejuma in enforcing the border closure. Say identity no mubun kolano nti odi kola akolano kra e betre camera for no say soldier for no bu akolano on the borderline, not at the polling station. So try and throw and see and two man so me pinin kra. I will not allow you to do that to the good chief.
We had
the chief never complained. In fact, when no cracker say onu de onim say eya nkrofoba ni problem ni say Ghana for be aka border na echi. And I'm in the borders are closed. And me nuanomo ebi. Omo ye Ghana for ebi or Nigeria, be or South Africa, be or America, be or UK, be or Togo, be on Hinfa. Border are closed into be number.
Okay, FCA
and no, it's a different matter. Until Mumayan can clear. Na bandadi and there was an agreement to say na ukano bus no should not be done.
And that is bigger than CI 126.
And that the military
should assist is bigger than CI 126.
Should assist in enforcing the agreement.
Which agreement is bigger?
General Secretary, wako bus in Crawford.
No. General Secretary Nkofono ankasa binumutia 10 cities.
Ofa, wo dey na okano.
But that's what
I'm telling you what Ufu say asedun kete ko do over like.
Propaganda we am
Ufu say asedun kete ko do over like.
They got there based on information
he went there to organize the people.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
I'm telling you.
Shame on you. Don't be doing this. You are bigger than this kind of propaganda.
Now, what General Secretary, what organizing
Minister of Information, you are bigger than this.
Okay, so
you must come with research.
Allow the Smiths Wasi candidates to write remaining papers. Nanado edges GS. I'm sure say in this story already. What about that? They will cut quickly on this.
Also, mean can say.
Bonabaso, bo papa na baso say what you.
Nanado see man kwadana kwan.
Say omunyere.
Kwadana GS
krata. Wa pamo mo wi omunyere.
Dem enya Nanado ne pamo mo.
Man ne pamo mo.
No, the one can GS krata better.
They should credit us with some common sense.
Oh, but Debbie, why?
No. I said they should credit us. This before and after business, it won't help anybody. What I say?
No, nobody was saying.
Master, where was Nanado when people were calling for the heads of these people?
Oh.
When people were calling for these boys' heads.
People were calling.
Why didn't he intervene at that time?
Intervene to what?
Relax. These are my own boys. Me am in color. Opening there. I say color. Or yedi. Ujana na go stress wa. Udin show and a horror. Uncha unaino and tunchine. Me am in color. O ma ye mistake. Ye pe asotwe bia. Ye school. Asotwe bi. Ye fam more exams don't touch it. Now what transfer my banning from writing exams every year? After 3-4 days, now for what's happened, say you reinstate your more. So while missing one exam, over time what have you done? No. For me, I think say second thought. Yes, afterthought. And for me, I think say Peggy, you don't wait for things to degenerate to this point before you intervene. Where was he? I didn't see any hair no. But he allowed it. Because the microphone agitated. And I born colanachi, which for me, I think what the children did was wrong. Whichever way you turn it, they were completely out of place. They didn't have to resort. The president shouldn't have been even in this matter. And school authorities now in any yes, but you don't wait for this last minute. This heavy-handed
but the president says that all these things, we should just re-talk and then look at the kids and their future. This is the position of the president. How
can you recover that? Do you understand? The traumatic experience they've been through in the last 4 years, somebody can even commit suicide before this intervention comes in. These children, the whole Ghana, all of us. Do you understand? At least, they are minors. So what you do is you manage them. You quickly hand them over to a clinical psychologist, because their frame of mind you don't push them for public ridicule. And then when the public has ridiculed them, they are on social media, on their please, too traumatic. And then after all of this, you turn around and what will you do to these children?
We want Jeremy, many bibiaka. And Ukraine, oh, I am.
Na dream children no kure san no de wen
se asemu aba ayeke afi de yesi president no on sorry na onfa TV stations ni radio stations ni nyina ontie enti no onabo edu asare e wa asempa na o kasa president fre directly on frame no ya na ye di adwuma e wo afidie bedwemu a president en fre no on kasa David na on copy FM no on fre.
That's not what we are saying. We have a minister of education. And the minister of education is in charge of education.
Who see president, no? Watch na Nkrofo calling for the heads, no? Adena wankasa. Na wafa. Openyi muna motu bu baby say.
Openyi diamanti.
Na wanti ya afi dia wati.
Entino.
Wanti 4-5 days ago afi dia wati.
The president is
leave them to suffer.
The president is reacting to the substantive action that was taken. Not radio or TV commentary. No serious-minded.
After the horses have bolted.
Too late an intervention.
I'm saying that there was a substantive action. So the president reacted promptly to the substantive action.
President didn't say to be intervening in matters like this. Muntie 3 issue by Mahama call intervene here no. Must say on TV that. We would the end of the America over intervene.
You're going to do this.
Intervention.
You are going to do this.
Intervention. Double standard people.
Honorable, you are actually going to compare Nkola Omedi or no Omampenyatem. Ayaki Omason.
Omampenyi.
Omampenyi. Please. Tubu. Don't get excited.
What are you talking about?
Okay, Kasa.
Omampenyi. Ejia tumu se asotwe ni de hia. Enti we de munchu Omason. Ne mumu. Omuda atente no yeba omukwan na omuntre nsofhwe no. Nsofhwe no etre keke. As a one tira. Wo academic pursuit no aba ni wie anesa. Omampenam so wo tima wo badaye edwina manfo ho e wo odo edi magana fonti wo mpese Ghana ni ba kokra dachi ebeba wieye. You are going to compare that to grown adults, not young men and women who may not even be 18 years. You are going to compare that to grown adults. Nkofo mu wo yire ne ma ofie. Sorry. Threaten say omu be two chief justice mu no asan kono.
Na mo didi
What is happening this morning? Okay.
That's why you are teaching these kids on TV and radio. More than politicians and politicians and they did on TV.
And let's not be stupid.
The contest is not.
I feel the contest. Me can't stupid. I'm not stupid. I think say Honorable Edwasari. Ever compare this Nkola Omunya di
hypocrisy
on person make am asemo. O say
hypocrisy. Intervention is okay. One moment, one intervention is okay. Another moment, John Mahama's intervention is not okay.
But I'm addressing that matter.
Come on. What kind of double standard?
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Ebejina, the kind of intervention and the issue that we are talking about.
Which issue?
So what I say?
Which issue?
You are unable to compare.
What I want to me compare?
Because
don't push it to me.
What's in Kwadano?
Me say who to me compare?
But one question description. What's the way in Kwada? Sebi the Oma go through Kurano. Chisano Shebro, so the whole Ghana is on them. The fact that you admit that Omo and Kwadano means that there's a limitation in even in their reasoning.
Right.
This is a situation where Miankasami Nyakang Mugabe. The panel members. Akotu anamo akaka sabia. Isu say enu de ehu boroso. Enye di attempt keke. Ehu boroso eba. Na na montuo bi aba.
Eda na montuo na montuo na eba.
Ona se onim de.
No, please say it. Don't leave it out now. Because there are a point. That na montuo know your point. If you leave it out, you jump it.
Okay, osusu say Mofra no de no. Ene de e course nyina dey say teaching say.
Me nkasa there was a punishment. Meted out to them.
And somebody said that by the powers that I have.
Over the punishment.
Okay.
That is the context.
Okay.
If a man just take the issue and say, wait to say.
I wanted to draw the point.
Wonderful.
Over many months and by you, Ghana for difference between a bimbi and a bimbi. Say Nkola Totofia. I feel a bit 50 years, 60 years. Now, I feel dear, you see, in Penyinfua, the more than in my
okay.
So, Ghana for and when I'm music Ghana for top of one village one down. Move one district one factory.
Let's, it's okay.
Did you see what he did? Oh, you're inconsistent.
Mami, it's okay. Mami,
oh,
okay. William Asiedu, head of digital media, EIB Network, and former deputy night editor of the Daily Graphic. Mo bɛtaa n'akyi ɛne me Kwabena Santi bra me wɔfa ana ɛyɛ William ɛsiedu so ne papa bra ekudi ni na wɔtwe da ɛwɔ tantra. We are grateful sɛmbɛtaa titiw mabusuafo a wɔwɔ kɔ abin ɛdamu nyinaa mwase. A lot of text messages about unfortunately yɛntimi nkenkan sɛ brɛ tia onyame de kyɛn a ɛkyena is also another day, but always yɛnyɛ careful ɛda mwase.